What's up, you guys? Jedi Master Josh here, and today we're going to be opening the brand new set just released this weekend, Destined Rivals. We got a booster box here, 36 packs to go through, so we need to get into this pretty quick. But we're going to talk about some things too. You know, Destined Rivals is, it's brand new. Everyone's kind of freaking out about it. It's Team Rocket. Everyone loves Team Rocket, right? But the prices of it are kind of insane, and I wouldn't recommend anybody going out and paying, the crazy secondary market prices for this product. You should be able to get this stuff at MSRP within the next few months. Pokemon Company is on its printing warpath to print everything as much as possible, so this stuff will become available. I mean, there are videos of scalpers and all the different bad guys that are at the stores that are buying everything, and you see them, they clear the shelves of all the Destined Rivals, but they're not taking the journey together anymore. So I mean, it's going to continue to kind of be something like that. We got the 30-year anniversary coming up soon, so everything's going to kind of be, it's going to be a weird market for a while. You just have to learn to adapt. And how do you learn to adapt? Well, you join the Rattle Discord down in the description. If you join the Discord, there's a free restock notification bot, so you can get updated on restocks and things like that. Get yourself a restock, and you can hang out with a bunch of other like-minded collectors, chit chat, talk about a bunch of stuff, talk about cards, all that good stuff. There's all sorts of good things to do. Saturday happy hour, Sunday watching the Fanatics auctions and purchasing things through the auctions. People are opening packs all the time. You can come open your own packs. I'm opening packs in there all the time. So definitely check out the Rattle Discord. But let's dig in. All right, we got ourselves Destined Rivals. We got 36 packs. We got to move through this. There's a lot of Pokemon card action to see here. So some code cards for you guys. Let me know what you get from the code cards as per usual, and we'll toss that off to the side. And let's see if we can get lucky. I haven't pulled anything too crazy from Destined Rivals yet, but it has turned out to be a pretty fun set. Team Rocket's Watchtower, very playable. We got Shaman, also very playable. We got ourselves a Baltoy, and we got a full art Arven's Mabostiff EX to start off the box. First pack in, we get ourselves a full art. All right, not too bad. We'll put that up in the pull pool. Pretty sweet, and everything will get sleeved when I'm done filming and all that stuff. It happens when the video's over. We just don't have enough time for that. We want to keep moving through these packs. I talk enough as it is. I wind up running my mouth just a little, maybe a little too much. But you know what? I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking about Destined Rivals. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's cool. It's obviously a little difficult to get a hold of right now, but like I said, just be patient, and this stuff, it always comes around. This happened during the pandemic where we get ourselves Team Rocket's malls. We're just pack after pack, hit after hit. All right, cool. So we're starting off with 2 hits. Maybe we can keep this luck going. What if we just got like a super busted box? That would be really awesome. That'd be super cool. All right, let's go on to the other side. All right, we got ourselves all the Team Rockets minions and henchmen here on this pack. Excuse me. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking about Destined Rivals, Journey Together, the black and white set that's going to be coming out really soon. I don't really want to talk too much about Prismatic, but if you want to talk about Prismatic in the comments, then we can chit chat about it. But it's it's pretty much just a dead cause at this point, right? We've got ourselves a reverse Mudbray, reverse Squawkabilly, and a Team Rockets Tyranitar. Actually, really good card, but we did start. We had to hit a dry streak at some point, right? Hopefully, it's not too long of one. But we had 2 hits in a row, and then we just get a holo rare. But anyway, there's still plenty of juicy hits in the box. We're looking for a special illustration rare. I still haven't seen a special illustration rare myself, not in person. I mean, I've seen them in person, but not in my own hands. Okay, I've held them in my hands, but they didn't belong to me. All right, we got Cynthia's Spiritomb, Team Rocket's Tyranitar Reverse. We got a Huntail and a Misty's Gyarados. The Misty's Gyarados with the Destined Rivals pre-release stamp on it is the only pre-release promo. They're not even promos anymore. It was weird. And it's something that I don't know how recently it started. I don't remember it being part of Journey Together or Surging Sparks, but for Destined Rivals, the Journey Together, the pre-release promos quote unquote, they aren't promos. They're just the same artwork and set number as the cards in the set, but they have a Destined Rivals stamp on them. We get another Tyranitar. Not too bad. Maybe I just need to build the Tyranitar deck. I don't know. We'll find out. But all right, we're moving on. We got plenty of packs to go. But yeah. So the artworks from that they're not promos anymore. They're not special cards. I guess I mean they are special because they have the Destined Rivals stamp on them. And the only one that I didn't get during pre-release was the Misty's Gyarados. That's what I was getting to. It was long-winded. Like I said, I talked too much. We got TM Machine. It's a really good card. You're going to need that if you're going to be playing. Ooh, we get Misty's Psyduck. Fantastic. We get the illustration rare Misty's Psyduck. This is one of the very few illustration rares that I just like really, really, really wanted. Got it in Japanese, and now we have it in English as well. And behind it, we have a Team Rocket's Sneasel. But all right, we'll go ahead and throw that up into the pool. But we'll take a little closer look at that. Fantastic. I mean, I have to imagine this will become one of the top chases from the set, just going forward and into the future. It's a wonderful card, and then it's Misty. I mean, it's Misty. Come on. I mean, do I have to say it another time? I think this is pretty straightforward, right? All right, we're moving on to the next pack. We get some more Rocket's minions, Rocket's henchmen, whatever you want to call them. I know a couple of them there on the artwork have like names, and you guys probably know the names. I don't know the names, but let me know in the comments if you know the names. We've got Torchic, we got a Meowth, we got Staryu, we got ourselves a Pinsir. Come on, let's see something else juicy. Ooh, we get Ethan's Quilava. You'll need that if you're building it in Ethan's deck, and Ethan's Typhlosion. Look at that. Now we have to do it. Now we have to build the Ethan's deck. We're going to be building a Team Rocket's deck and Ethan's deck. I still have to build a Hops deck. That's going to happen at some point, but it's just things are in progress. They're in the making or something like that, And yeah, whatever. We got a code card for you guys. Let me know. Ooh, that one flew really well. I should get like another camera to like throw cards, kind of like Cool Trainer Ryan does, right? No, don't have to do that. We got Reller, we got Claydol, and we got a Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. Now, Team Rocket's Wobbuffet is the promo in the ETB. It's an illustration rare type artwork in the ETB, and it's actually really cool. I really like the artwork. At first, when I heard that it was Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, I was kind of like, Wobbuffet. I don't mind Wobbuffet, but it's not like everyone's favorite Pokemon, so it seemed kind of like a weird choice. But the artwork for it is actually really, really cool. So definitely make sure you guys get yourselves one of those promos. It's one of the weird things, though, is that we have the set right after Journey Together, which had enhanced booster boxes with box toppers or set promos, whatever you want to call them. The Ends Reshiram with the Journey Together stamp on it, that was a box topper for the booster boxes. Well, we have the very next set, Destined Rivals, here, and it has no box topper. It has no enhanced booster box. So, I don't know. Maybe just take that into consideration. Think about that. I don't know. Just it's something to mull on. We got Team Rocket's Factory. That's pretty cool. I like the artwork on it. We got Shroomish. We got a Team Rocket's Transceiver. This is really good. So you can just search your deck for a supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name, reveal it, and put it in your hand. So it's kind of like, almost like a Pal Pad 3.0 times really good. You just get to search. Okay, we get Electivire EX there, throwing up in the pool. I haven't looked at what Electivire does, and we're not going to look at it right now. We're going to figure that out at another time. I'll read it after the video's over. How about that? All right, we got ourselves our next pack with Ethan and Ho-Oh on the pack art. Ethan's Ho-Oh is one of the cards in the set. You can get the EX. I don't know, actually. I don't know why I haven't looked close enough at the set list. There's not a Ethan's Ho-Oh special illustration rare, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. We got Marnie's Liepard, we've got Team Rocket's Porygon, and a Gorobus. Gorobus is one of those Pokemon that gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know. Something about it. It's just it's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, let's see if we can get these to stand up just a little bit better, because I don't want them like falling over, which is like inevitable. But all right, they're kind of standing up a little bit better. They're totally gonna fall over. But all right, we got ourselves more Team Rocket's henchmen, minions, whatever. Let me know what your guys' favorite team of bad guys from the Pokemon universe is. Is it Rocket? Is it Galactic? Is it, Magma, Aqua? All the Yell, all the teams. We got a Team Rocket's Persian. There we go. Throw that into the pull pool as well. I've pulled a couple of these now, but this is actually pretty interesting with the haughty order. Reveal the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck, and you may choose an attack from a Pokemon you find there and use it as this attack. Shuffle the revealed cards into your opponent's deck. It's pretty. It's kind of interesting. It's something that could come up as you know, one of those really weird techs or something that just causes really strange interactions in games. You know, if we see it on stream during, you know, NAIC or Worlds or anything, or even regionals in you know, next season, anything like that, that'd be pretty interesting to watch and just to see what kind of reaction that winds up playing out as. We've got ourselves a Mudbray, we've got Team Rocket's Golbat, Team Rocket's Archer, that's pretty good. We've got ourselves an Ogerpon, a Golbat, a Clamperlant, an Articuno with that repelling veil, a little psychic energy there in the back to you know, turn your mind's eye or something like that. All right, we got Giovanni and Mewtwo. I don't know where I was going with that one. We were way off track. All right, we got a code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code cards. Yep, you've heard it before, and I'll probably say it again, so I hope you're ready for it. We got Heat Rotom. We've got the Transceiver. That's a good card. We got Granite Cave. This might be the first time I've seen this card. If I've just glazed over it before, then fine, but Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Alright, that's actually pretty good. We got Pineco, we got a Mareep, we've got a Crustle. Alright, not too bad. I'm not even going to look at the energies anymore. We don't need to worry about that. I'm going to wind up probably throwing the energy cards away. That's going to happen. It's probably going to happen. I have way too many energy cards. I got bricks of them. Bricks and bricks. You know, it's insane. Code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code card. We've got a Nidoran, and it's the male Nidoran. We've got a Houndour. We got Beldum, Chingling. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what? Clip that or whatever. Ethan's Magcargo, a Team Rocket's energy reverse. Now, I'll take that. That's a really good hit. This is super good if you're building any Team Rocket's deck. It's just 2 dark or psychic energy or combination of, and so it's a pretty insane. And we got a Zeraora. Alright, I said I wasn't going to look at the energies anymore, but I totally looked. Alright, not too bad. Alright, we're going to dig into this next pack. We're moving through this pretty quick. We're already 12 and a half minutes into the video, so we need to kind of maybe step up the pace, maybe not, I don't know. I kind of like enjoying cards a little bit too every once in a while, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we pull something crazy, and then we can have an excuse for taking too long or something like that. Team Rocket's Great Ball, which is interesting. We get a Hydrapple illustration rare. I really do like this illustration rare. It's very, you know, just tons of color, tons of vibrancy. You know, the Hydrapple's going nutso with his Hydra Breath here. Discard 6 basic grass energy cards from your hand and knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. If you can't discard 6 energies, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. And behind that, we have a Zamazenta. There's a Zamazenta illustration rare in this set, and it's pretty sweet. There's a Zacian as well, I think, or maybe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure there is, though. But either way, they're both really cool. It's almost like the same artwork. They're both just like standing up on a cliff, like roaring or something like that. Code card for you guys, and let's see if we can, maybe we pull one of those, and then we can show it off. We got ourselves Cynthia's Roselia, a little bomb. Don't talk about the bomb. All right, we got Ethan's Sudowoodo. We got a Zamazenta, and Arven's Greedent with that Greedy Order ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put up to 2 of Arven's sandwich cards from your discard pile into your hand. So, I mean, there's not a lot of cards that recycle items back into your hand or your deck. So that's, I mean, it's interesting, but it's for Arven's Sandwich, which I don't remember exactly what Arven's Sandwich does, but if we see one, we'll go over it. But it's not like that crazy, you know. It's still something that I feel like is very niche. It would have to go into an Arven's deck. Shaman, that's great pull. We got Ethan's Adventure. All right, cool. We got 2 great cards back to back. Zubat, Raticate, and a Spidops. The illustration rare for Spidops goes nuts. It's actually really cool. But all right, let's keep going. But yeah, so if we get to an Arvin sandwich, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But I don't know if it's, I'm not sure if it's that great of a card just yet. We'll see. Most turns are go, for a one-hit knockout. And so to ever be worrying about healing damage off of something is usually not like that big of a deal in the current format. We got Shaman. I mean, it could be because there's like the whole Monkey Dory thing and yada yada. So there are those times where there's a little bit of damage getting pinged around for chip damage and such to make big prize turn plays, whatever, big prize card plays or whatever, 3 or 4 prize cards in a turn. But I still don't. We'll look at the card, and you guys can tell me in the comments what you think or what you would do to make it, good, make it playable. I mean, maybe you guys have a great idea. We got Energy Recycler. This is really good. This is a reprinted card, Energy Recycler. I used to play Energy Recycler in my Lost Box, and then it went to being, it had to go from 1 Energy Recycler to 2 Super Rods. So it kind of almost felt like more card space in the deck that wasn't quite as necessary. I don't know. But Energy Recycler was also difficult because if you prized it, or if you had to let go of it to the Lost Zone off of a Flower Select, then you always had that problem that you were worrying about. We got ourselves Ethan's Pichu, which I love. I wish there was an illustration rare for Ethan's Pichu. I actually don't know if there is. We got Titan EX. All right, so we're getting back-to-back hits. All right, I didn't even talk about the Dondozo EX, but yeah, we hit ourselves a Dondozo EX, and it's up there in the pull pool, and we're moving on to our next pack. We've got Ethan's Ho-Oh. We're getting there. We're getting close to the end. There's at least 10, maybe 12 packs left. Code card for you guys. Let me know what you get from the code cards. But yeah, let's see something, a special illustration rare, or even like a gold card would be super cool. Ethan's Adventure. I would love a Ethan's Adventure special illustration rare. That's actually, Ethan's Adventure full art. We will take that. That is one to start off, and we need that. Okay, so we need that. I do want to build the Ethan's deck, so to have some Ethan's Adventure is going to be important. I was thinking about just trying to dig out all the reverses that I have pulled over the time since, pre-releases have started and such, but now I might need to use that full art in the deck as well. There's a code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code card, but we still want to hit that Ethan's Adventure special illustration rare nonetheless. That is actually, I think that's my number one chase for this set for sure. Yeah, for sure. The Misty Psyduck was number 2, so now that we've pulled it, we don't really have to worry about it as much, so that's cool. But now we just need to pull the Ethan's Adventure, which is, I've seen, I think 3 or 4 people now. It's 3 or 4 people pull the Ethan's Adventure SIR right in front of me, and that code card didn't make it very far. There we go. Get it out of here. But yeah, it's maybe one day they'll trade it to me, or I'll pull it myself. I don't know. We'll see. We've got ourselves Pinsir. We've got Cyndaquil, Floatzel, and an Articuno. That Floatzel was trying to float away there. All right, that was all right. I won't do that again. I promise. I'm sorry. Don't leave me. All right, we're moving on to our next pack. We are getting closer to the end. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think about Destined Rivals so far, what you guys think about Journey Together, what you think about the upcoming black and white sets. And that's one of the other interesting things that we'll talk about for a second, is that in Japan, sets usually release as like mini sets compared to ours, and then we get like Destined Rivals was 2 sets put together and then a few like battle decks or something like that, all into one. And Journey Together was weird because it was just 1 set and then a bunch of decks, so it was kind of smaller. But with Japanese and English, both black and white sets will be getting their own kind of mini set. So we'll get black and white as like a dual set that releases at the same time, and that's how it's going to be in Japanese as well. I think the Japanese set will be released earlier than ours, but even so, it's just we get the Zamazenta. Now, I have already pulled this once before, but I will take it. This is pretty sweet. This is a really, really cool illustration rare, and you know, Zamazenta and Zacian, the two legendaries from Sword and Shield. They're I like them. I don't know. I don't care what anyone else says. I like both of them. They're doggos. Who doesn't like a doggo? Can I pet that dog? If you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? All right. Moving on to the next pack. We got Cynthia and Garchomp. Yeah, Cynthia and Garchomp on the pack. Just trying to get past all the yapping. All right. Throw that off to the side. Misty's Staryu. All right, not too bad. Now the Misty Staryu and Misty Starmie work together really well, and it's actually a ton of damage out. Ooh, we get the Cynthia's Garchomp EX hyper rare gold card. There we go. Not too bad. Now I might have to start building this too, I guess. But behind that we got a high drop. We'll just throw that off to the side, and we got ourselves a little hyper rare action. Now the gold cards, it's a hit and miss thing for some people. Some people really like them. Some people really don't like them. But I love gold cards. I loved rainbow rare cards too. You know, I mean, people hated rainbow cards for some reason, but they were literally the highest rarity. And the only thing that I think was the big deal for rainbow cards is they did kind of make the artwork not stand out as much. You know, it kind of hindered the artwork, you know, made it not as good, I guess you could say. But still, I think they're really cool. But we got ourselves a gold Cynthia's Garchomp. Not too bad. We still have more opportunities at insane pulls. This box has already turned out to be really good. But, you know, could we get a Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX? Now, if you guys have been following along with Tricky Jim, they had a tournament this weekend, and Marnie's Grimmsnarl, Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX deck won the tournament. It was like a $3,000 tournament or something like that. It's like that's pretty crazy. Won the whole thing. Pretty nuts. And yeah, so I mean, I didn't even think that I've seen the Grimmsnarl and I've seen like what it can do and things like that, but I didn't know it was quite that nutty. Seeing the way it played out with you know, in the full standard format with all of the tools and assets that it could use, and yeah, it was really crazy. So definitely check that out. Pretty cool deck. Looks like it's going to be up and coming in the upcoming formats. I'll be interested. Ooh, we get our Cynthia's Garchomp full art. What is this box? This box is going nuts. We've got two full arts, two full art EXs. We got a full art Ethan's Adventure, and we got a gold Cynthia's Garchomp. So we got the gold and the full art for Cynthia's Garchomp. This box has been absolutely broken. All right, yeah, definitely, you know, I'm not going to say go out there and buy yourself a box of Destined Rivals, but, you know, get to opening some of this stuff up if you get a chance. If you get a chance to buy it at MSRP. See, that's the thing about this market. If you guys want this market to correct itself or fix itself or anything like that, you really just have to not buy anything from the secondary market, from the scalpers. Don't buy anything from them, and then they can't sell it. And then if they don't sell it, they're not making money. If they're not making money, it's not worth their time. Then they just have to get rid of it. Once they get rid of it, you know, the value starts coming down, and it works out. It works out really good if you just don't pay the crazy prices. All right, we got ourselves Steven's Metagross EX. Now there's a Steven and there's a Marnie deck, two separate decks that you can buy right now that have really insanely awesome illustration rares that are exclusive to the decks. So definitely check those out. One for Beldum, one for Marnie's Morpeko, excuse me. So I should have said Steven's Beldum and Marnie's Morpeko, two separate decks respectively. But very cool. Definitely check them out. I was able to get them both for $17.99 from my local Meijer, so that was really cool. It was insane because literally everything else was gone from the store, but those two decks were there, and I was kind of really only there to get those, so I was really lucky. That was nice. When I go and buy things like this, like booster boxes, I usually get them from either you know, the restock business that I was talking to you guys about in the Rattle Discord, or from my local game store. I like to support my local game stores. You know, I'm not going to support people on the third party market, even if their deal might be a little better than my game store. My game store sells quite a bit under what the market price winds up being usually, but they're still over MSRP. You know, they do have to make something on their sales. So, you know, and I understand that, so I do make sure to support them where I can. Sometimes things are a little too expensive, so I just kind of forego purchasing certain things, and then I usually just buy like singles and stuff like that. I buy tons of singles, you know. So let me know if you guys want to see any like videos where I just show off like all the singles I've bought over the month or over the week or whatever, you know, and we can just do a whole video just on singles and you know, something like that. I do, you know, I love collecting. I love this hobby. I play the game semi-competitively. Not very good, I guess, but I try, you know. But ooh, we get Team Rocket's Ariana special illustration rare right there. So this box, yeah, this box has been absolutely busted, just at the seams, busting at the seams. We get a special illustration rare, we get ourselves a bunch of full arts, we get a gold, so we got a special illustration rare and a hyper rare in the same box. That's absolutely nuts. That's I don't know that I've ever had that happen before, and that's only something that can happen in like the beginning era of Scarlet and Violet, and then like these past two sets. Journey Together and Destined Rivals pull rates are way better than anything that was in between them, and like years, like millions and millions of times better than it was in like Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. Like some people only know the Sword and Shield that had trainer galleries in them. The trainer gallery Sword and Shield sets are really, really amazing, and one of the reasons is because they have those trainer galleries. So you would hit, you were more often going to get a hit out of a pack. It was like 1 in 3 or something like that, or close to it. And before Brilliant Stars came out, there were no trainer galleries. You were closer to 1 in 6. So every 6 packs you opened, you would get a hit. And then the other 5 packs, you probably weren't going to get a hit. Those were the real pull rates in Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. You know, we got the penultimate pack here, second to last pack. This box is busted. We don't even have to worry about what we pull now. This box has been crazy, but even so, we got ourselves our second to last pack, penultimate pack. Maybe we can still get something cool. We're due another like trainer gallery, I think, and maybe we can get one more trainer gallery. That would be nuts. But yeah, so you know, Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, those sets were, you know, super brutal on pull rates. But nowadays, you open something like this, and look at the hits that we have on the table. We have a crazy number of hits. The average number of hits from a booster box is anywhere between 12 and 15, sometimes as high as like 17, I've heard. So, you know, this era is amazing. Just don't let it burn you with the way the market is right now. The market's crazy. Everyone's crazy about it. It'll come back down. It's just a bubble. This stuff happens. It comes and goes. There's an ebb and there's a flow. You have to ebb to flow. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get this box out of here so we can just get to our last pack. Last pack magic. Wish us some luck on this last pack magic. We've already done insanely good, so I'm not even worried if there's just, you know, nothing in here at all. But to get another illustration rare or EX or anything like that would be sick. Wish us some luck. There's a code card. Let me know what you get from the code card. Let me know what you guys are thinking about Destined Rivals, Journey Together, the upcoming Black and White set, Prismatic, anything Pokemon related. Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll have a chat about it. I love this stuff, so it's, you know, I'm more than happy to chat. But we got ourselves a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, Team Rocket's Great Ball, Marnie's Liepard, we've got a Primeape, and we're going to be ending the video on a Team Rocket's Watchtower Reverse. So no more illustration rares, no more special illustration rares, which, I mean, it's okay. We've done well enough. But can we get an EX behind this? No, we get an Ethan's Mag Cargo. That's okay. The Team Rocket's Watchtower, super playable card. I'm not mad about that whatsoever. So you guys let me know what you think. Get yourselves, you know, something off the restock chat. Buy yourself some singles. Just enjoy something in the hobby. Try to enjoy it. You know, look for things that people aren't normally looking for, and I promise you're going to have a ton of fun. You don't have to be chasing what everyone else is chasing. You really shouldn't be, plain and simple. But either way, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.